welcome to today's episode of Healthy Living Happy Midlife. I'm Denise Stegall, the Menopause Mentor, and today I am here to talk about a holiday survival guide for menopausal women. Yes, yes, yes. Holidays are here. Today is December the 3rd, and so we have 22 days between now and Christmas Day. So what's going to be happening between now and then? There's going to be holiday parties. There's going to be cookie swaps. There's going to be lots of cheers and beers and champagne and holiday cocktails. Am I right? Probably so. Yes. So I'm so excited that you're here to listen to this podcast today or pay attention to this podcast because it's a coming, my friends. And we really need to talk about the holidays. Because if you're in perimenopause or this menopause phase, the holidays can feel a bit like, well, it's a lot. Actually, no, scratch that. It can feel incredibly overwhelming. Am I right? But here's the thing nobody is talking about, right? We kind of chit chat maybe, but we really don't talk about these things. You're already dealing with hot flashes and brain fog and night sweats, belly weight that won't budge. And now you're supposed to be the holiday hero. Really? One more freaking thing, right? Perfect meals, perfect gift, all, wrapped up perfectly with a nice little bow, perfect everything. Yeah. No wonder why we're exhausted. One of the questions I have for you is that perfect holiday because you are expecting it or your family is expecting it? It's a good question. Often I think, the perfect holiday, we've never actually experienced one. Unless you've watched a Hallmark program, like where everybody's all happy and cheery and everything's perfect. Real life is not like that. So just trying to replicate those things is exhausting, right? No matter what, we're exhausted to start with. And now you add all this other stuff, poof, I'm pooped just thinking about it. So today I'm going to break down what I think of as three of the biggest challenges menopausal women face during the holidays. More importantly, I'm going to give you three real practical solutions so you can actually enjoy the holiday season instead of just surviving it, right? We want to thrive through the holiday season. We want to thrive through life. And the holidays are part of life. So we actually want to enjoy them and we want to thrive through them. We don't want to get to January 1st and be like, oh, I'm exhausted. I'm so glad this is over. There's not the feeling to have. We want to have this feeling, wow, that was so great. We should do that again next year, right? And actually be excited about it. So after navigating menopause for the past 17 years myself, right? I can tell you this. The old ways of doing the holidays, been there, done that. I do not do that anymore. It doesn't work for us anymore. It probably never did, but when we were younger, we could kind of handle things a little bit differently. We managed stress different. We were sleeping better, probably, right? We weren't dealing with mood swings, night sweats, brain fog, all of that. So now we're different. You're different. And so it's okay if the holidays, if you do them a little differently, right? Make some new transitions. So let's dive in. So number thing, I call this the perfectionist pressure cooker. Okay, that's challenge number one, right? You know what I'm talking about? You used to be able to juggle it all. The decorating, the baking, the hosting, the gift wrapping, and everybody was so happy that you did all this, right? Everybody used to love to come to your house because everybody came to your house all the time, right? You were that woman. I was that woman. The one who kind of made it look effortless. It was never effortless. Let's be real, right? But now with the hot flashes, when you're in the middle of Target, doing your shopping, or worse, you walk into the kitchen and you go, huh, what I come in here for? And you do that 2 or 3 times. And you're baking cookies and like all you needed was the flour. Then you forgot about each time you went in there. And walk back in. Oh yeah, cookies, flour, go back in. Oh, right. What am I here for? Okay. I know that's happened to me. I bet it's happened to you too. Right? It's this time in our life, if we haven't really got a hold of it, really have a grasp of what's happening, it kind of feels like our body and our brain is betraying us, right? except everybody else doesn't notice that. And they're still expecting you to do all the things you used to do the way you used to do it, because that's the way you used to be. You're not that woman anymore. Okay. So here's what happens: pressure, expectation spikes your cortisol and it goes freaking through the roof, right? What happens when cortisol goes up? Every single menopausal symptom gets worse. If your cortisol is up, your stress level is up because that's your stress hormone. It's giving you challenges sleeping, which are already having challenges sleeping because of night sweats, and you're waking up in the middle of the night going, oh, that's a really nice ceiling, right? So every symptom is getting worse, right? Your hot flashes intensify, that brain fog gets worse, it kind of thickens, right? Because you're not sleeping now. Like you're not sleeping more than or less than you even were, right? And your whole anxiety level ramps up. And then this is the piece that drives me crazy because I know I have been known to feel this way. If I can't do it all, I kind of feel ashamed. I feel like I'm failing, like, oh, I didn't get a chance to make cookies for the kids this year. That's okay. You're not the woman you used to be. You're somebody new and improved and different. And you're evolving. That's life as a woman, right? We go through all of these transitions. And what used to be important and what used to work before, not working so well and probably not that important. More than likely, it never was. But we had it in your brain that we had to do things a certain way. So I had to understand this, and I want you to understand this too. You are not failing anybody by, buying store-bought cookies, okay? Or the apple pie, came from the bakery. It's okay, right? Your body is going through this massive transition. And depending on where you are in the spectrum in perimenopause, or if you're in that menopausal year, right, the 12 months of consecutively not having a period, it's a completely different phase. And we go through we experience different symptoms. Um, Personally, I kind of went through all of them at the same time, but maybe that's not what you're experiencing. But as you're transitioning into menopause and then post-menopause, the old rules, man, they do not apply anymore. Okay. So what's the answer to this? What's the solution? And you have to do this one thing. You need to give yourself permission to do less. Pretty simple concept, and it's harder to do. So I really want you to hear that. You are allowed to do less. Say it to yourself. I can do less. And really mean it. Right? Sometimes doing less, you do better. Okay. And it's not that you're lazy, you're falling down on, your holiday expectations, whatever. This is about your survival. Okay, I talked about thriving through, or thriving through the holidays. If if you feel like you're just surviving and they haven't even hit yet, it's December 3rd, right? We just had Thanksgiving like a week ago. Ooh, that's rough. We have a rough time with the holidays in the US because Thanksgiving and Christmas are so close together. So this is what I want you to do for whether it's Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever holiday that you celebrate. Pick one tradition that really matters to you, that is so special to you, right? I used to love making this one type of cookies at Christmas. I'm never home at Christmas anymore. So I don't get to bake those cookies. I do that another time. So I do something else instead. We created a different tradition. On Christmas Eve, we go out to a fantastic dinner. This way, on Christmas morning, we've enjoyed a great meal. And we're still thinking about the great meal from the night before. So when Christmas comes and I've made a really nice breakfast. I make a very nice breakfast, Christmas brunch. That's our new tradition. And I enjoy that. We've already had really good food the night before. Do we really need more turkey or ham or whatever the heck you're putting on your holiday table? Right? If you're more traditional, now my holiday is a little less traditional than some. If you're having a more of a traditional holiday, pick that one thing. Maybe it is the cookies, baking cookies with, the kids come home and you're all baking in the kitchen and you're having a good time and you're laughing. You've got Christmas music on or holiday music or whatever the heck kind of music you want to listen to. I love the 80s, so 9 out of 10 times I'm listening to 80s music, right? Um, if that's your thing, let it be your thing. Let's not worry about the rest of it, right? If you have people coming over, make it a bit of a potluck. Say, Aunt Sally, can you bring the mashed potatoes? Uncle Fred, can you bring the cornbread stuffing? Whatever it is, right? So you don't have to do everything. Okay, so just pick that one thing, right? My sister loves to do decorate the Christmas tree with her family. Now the kids are 22 and 28, but they still come home and they decorate the tree together. Right? This is a big deal for them. Right? Whatever lights you up, keep that tradition. And seriously, just let the rest go. Right? Buy the cookies. There's some really fun cookies you can buy out there. Lots of bakeries this time of year are going crazy with all the pretty icing and all the stuff. Right? Maybe this year you skip the neighborhood holiday party. You're not really friends with everybody there. You know them, right? But are you really connected to them? Probably not, right? So maybe that's just something that you don't do this year. Say thank you very much. I've always enjoyed this, but I can't make it this year. No long explanation, simple, revolutionary, right? And mean it. Just thankfully, bow out with grace, so to speak. Your body needs you to protect your energy right now going through this phase. And to be quite honest, even in postmenopause, you still need to protect your energy. We really always did, but when we were younger, we could manage on less sleep. We could manage, we could juggle a lot more than we can now, right? This is not about proving your worth through exhaustion and doing all the things and not enjoying it, right? So, okay, here we go. Truth bomb here. Nobody is going to remember if you made the cookies from scratch, but they will remember if you were present, if you were calm, and you were actually enjoying yourself. So, by giving yourself permission to do less, you can actually be and have more. Okay, so that's challenge number one. Challenge number two. Oh, this one drives me crazy. Food FOMO and diet drama. Yep, food FOMO is a real thing. And it's hard. I know. If you've been in menopause, if you've gained some weight and you're trying to lose this weight, right? You've been trying to be good, right? The last couple of months, maybe 6 months, whatever it may be. You're restricting your food, you're calorie counting, you're avoiding carbs, you're skipping meals. Never do any of this, by the way. You're doing all the things that you think you're supposed to do to lose weight. They do not work during menopause, by the way. And then the holidays roll around, and suddenly it's like you're walking into a minefield. Cookie there, holiday drink there, another party there. Oh, this is going to be great. And there's just stuff everywhere, right? And one cookie, that's all it takes, right? One cookie, and you have this infernal battle. Oh, I shouldn't have eaten that. Oh, no, I really messed up. I screwed up my diet. Oh, well, might as well eat everything on the plate now. This all or nothing mentality has got to go, my friends, right? Because what happens? January hits and you punish yourself with some extreme diet that doesn't work or crazy workout that tanks your metabolism even further. That's where we are in midlife. We have to really pay attention to food as nutrition and exercise. Some exercise should be calming, but other exercise, strength training, resistance training, needs to bring us build muscle and bone. But if you've eaten everything on the buffet table and you've done all the baking and the cooking and the hosting and the wrapping of the presents, you're freaking exhausted, right? This doesn't work, right? And then the cycle of diet, binge, workout, crazy, it starts all over again, right? That has never worked. Diets work temporarily when you're younger, right? Because we know that how many diets have you been on? I know a friend who's been on 12 different diets since I've known her since college. 12 different diets. Do you know she has gained and lost over 500 pounds in the time that I've known her? Now, granted, she did find a way around looking at food as nutrition and exercise as strength and resilience and resistance. Yes, resilience, that too. Right. So here's what I need you to understand. This all or nothing thinking has got to go because it's going to make menopause worse, your symptoms worse, right? It's restricting your calories is raising your cortisol. So I know if you're going to a party, you're like, oh, I won't eat anything, all day before I go to a party. And then you get to the party and you've got a headache because you're hungry. Maybe you've had water and you're hydrated. Maybe you're not, because if you're not eating, you may not be drinking any water. And then you get to the party and you're famished and you eat everything in sight and all the things that you probably wouldn't have eaten had you not been famished, right? Um, Again, this restriction raises your cortisol. So what happens in addition when your cortisol is raised is your hunger hormones go out of whack. So ghrelin, that hunger hormone that tells you you're hungry, that one goes crazy and you're always hungry. And then the leptin, which tells you that you're full, that's not working anymore either. So then guess what's happening? You're gaining more weight because you're eating more. Yeah, right. High cortisol makes everything harder. The weight, the sleep, the mood, all of it, my dear. Okay, so here's the solution. Love this one. This is so simple. Of course, I want to say eat real food, but that's not the actual answer. The answer is nourish. Don't restrict. Okay, AKA eat real food. If you want to forget that, well, just start on January 1st mentality, just let it go. Okay, it's got to go. Eat the holiday foods you love without punishing yourself, without guilt, without the voice in your head going, oh, well, you were really bad yesterday. Now you have to make sure you don't eat anything all day. No, that's not what it's about. When you go to a party or a cookie swap, or it's a big meal, a holiday meal, and I know when I used to live before I moved to Minnesota, like there was a party at Christmas Eve. There was one on Christmas Day. We go to two different places on Christmas Day and have food, like full meals, twice in a day. I was a little girl, so I probably didn't eat that much, but still, I remember thinking by the end of the end of the night at Christmas, like, oh my goodness, my belly hurts, right? First thing to do is focus on adding protein. Okay, we're going to focus on adding instead of restricting here. Okay, so this is different, right? We've always been taking away, but today we're going to add. We're going to add protein to all of your meals. Start with protein. Okay, is it the turkey? Is it the ham? Whatever the lean protein is it fish? I know on the Friday before holiday, before Christmas, friends of mine who were Catholic, they would always have like fish on Friday, right? And that was a big deal. They'd have like, I think it's like 7 fish. I'm not Catholic, so I'm just kind of remembering this from when I was young, right? There were 7 different types of fish. Pick one, right? Again, still, you want to make sure you're focusing on protein, adding protein first. Next thing, you want to stay hydrated, right? These two things together are going to stabilize your blood sugar and keep your energy steady, right? We don't want these highs and lows. And so when you stop treating food like it's your enemy and you basically stop that binge restrict cycle, right? That's been making you miserable all of this time, right? It's the holidays. We want to get rid of that. We want to be happy. We want to be joyful, right? We don't want to be the Grinch, right? So enjoy without deprivation. That is the main goal. Okay, it's not about perfection. If you eat a little too much, okay, fine, right? But don't punish yourself. And when we talk about the holidays and the parties, again, the things that make sense for you. You don't have to go to everything. We talked about that before. Because here's the thing, your body at this stage in life does not need another diet. It needs nourishment. It needs support. It needs you to stop fighting it and start working with it. Okay. Challenge number 3, uno, dos, tres. The invisible burnout, right? This one's sneaky because it builds slowly and then suddenly, bam, hits you like a wall. Not only that, this invisible burnout thing is you are exhausted and you're like freaking out inside, but you know what? Nobody else notices it either. It's just you. So you are managing your symptoms, right? Hot flashes during family dinners. Like how many times I've seen, in the middle of dinner, night sweats that are messing your sleep, the brain fog that makes you basically forget what you're saying mid-sentence. That happens to me here every now. Again, but you're hosting and you're shopping and you're cooking and you're trying to keep everyone happy. Everyone can keep themselves happy too, by the way. It's not all on you. But seriously, in the meantime, your body is screaming for rest. Just give me 5 minutes. Give me a break, right? Give me a break. Give me a break. It was a commercial back in the day. Anyway, but what happens? You feel horrible. This is great. This is the holidays. All the families here. Oh, this is great. You smile through it because that's what expected of you, right? That's what you've always done, right? Now, New Year comes. Bam, you're completely comatose, empty, done. Stick a fork in me. I am done, my friend. And I see this with my clients all the time, right? They're juggling work, their family, maybe aging parents, right? And they've put themselves at the end of the line, right? And your body is paying the price, right? Your body, your mind, your emotions, all of these things are so heightened. I think that's a word, during menopause, right? So your body needs you to pay attention and to treat it like you would treat, a loved one, right? We treat others better than we treat ourselves. So here is solution number 3. Okay. Solution number 3. It's simple, but it's powerful. It is the 10-minute, maybe 5-minute reset ritual, right? When you feel overwhelmed, and you will, I want you to step away for 10 minutes. No guilt, no explanation. Maybe you go outside for a walk if you're not in Minnesota. Maybe you go and lock yourself in the bathroom for a few minutes. I have a friend who does that. She's like, okay, too much going on here. I just need to steal myself away. Just find a way to just be, right? Maybe you go sit in your car, right? Take a walk around the block. Deep breathing, silence, just you and your nervous system get a chance to reset, right? Because when there's people everywhere and lots of stuff happening, like our nervous system is on high alert, right? And you at some point it's just buzzing so much, you're like, oh, I can't take this anymore. This is a time when you need to reset, right? Think of it like a circuit breaker, right? Before you blow a fuse, you flip the switch. Okay. This isn't selfish. I mean, truly, this is essential for your mental and physical and emotional well-being, right? You can't pour from an empty cup. We've heard that a million, trillion, zillion times. Now I just said it. So +1. And if you don't take care of yourself, you won't be able to take care of anyone else, right? So 10 minutes, that's all I'm asking you. 10 minutes to come back to be yourself. Okay. All right. So let's bring this home. You're in menopause and you're dreading the holidays, or if you are, forget it. I've been there. Actually, I'm here with you. Like, I'm the one who makes sure we have something to do a couple of days before Christmas. We go to see a Christmas show and I make sure that the food is there. And I make sure that we have dinner reservations and all this stuff, right? So I get it. I mean, I'm right in the middle of this too, right? But here's what I want you to remember again. You don't have to do it the old way anymore. You have permission to do less, nourish yourself without restriction, and take breaks without guilt. Right? This isn't a season about proving anything, right? It's about enjoying your life, your friends, your family, right? Right now, in the body you have, with the energy you have, right? You're not failing, you're not broken, all of those things that we kind of say in our heads. You're navigating this major life transition, which can be so empowering and exciting if we let it, right? But you deserve support. Support from you, support from me. I have my program, the Midlife Metabolic Flip group program. That is something that can support you in this time. right? It's never about shame. It's about giving you what you need. So this holiday season, I am giving you permission, okay, to prioritize yourself, to just say no, to rest, to eat the damn cookie and enjoy it, okay? Because truly, you deserve to enjoy the holidays, not just survive them. Okay, my friend? That's what I got for you today. If this resonated, please make sure you share this with another woman who needs to hear it. And of course, I will see you next time. Till then, healthy living, happy midlife. Don't forget, if you are supporting if you want more support navigating menopause without dieting, extreme exercise, deprivation, come and find me on my website, and I will include the link to the information on the midlife metabolic flip. I've got resources, coaching, and a whole community of people to help lift you up. Okay, so until then, happy holidays. Enjoy the time with your friends and family. Till next time, I leave you with this: healthy living, happy midlife, and happy holidays. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Healthy Living, Happy Midlife. My hope is that today's conversation left you inspired, encouraged, and ready to take the next step toward creating a vibrant, fulfilling life that you deserve. Remember, you don't have to settle for fatigue, brain fog, or frustration. Midlife is not the end of your story. It's the doorway to your next best chapter. And I'm here to help you walk through it with energy, with confidence, and with joy. So if you're ready to take this journey further, I invite you to schedule a free strategy call with me. The link is in the show notes. And together we'll design a plan that works for you at this time in your life, for your body. So be sure to subscribe, rate, and review the show on your favorite podcast platform. Catch the video version on YouTube so you never miss another episode. Share it with a friend who needs to hear that midlife can truly be the most powerful season of her life. Until next time, I'm Denise Stegall, reminding you that healthy living, happy midlife is just possible. It's yours for the